Right, well, hi everyone. Mark Barton from Nutrien Equine. I'm here with my good friend Brett Coffey, the driving force behind the Alabar Stud. Mate, busy time of year for you guys.
Yeah, it has been, Mark. Yeah, there's been a few things going on. So and then on top of the breeding season, but yeah, all going well. So yeah, it's an exciting time.
So tell us, mate, water. I know you're not far from the Murray, and you guys are in that belt where there's a lot of irrigation, beautiful country. But how have you fared with the rain and the flood water?
We've been pretty lucky on the whole. Yeah, it is really wet, but we're pretty good. We might get some. I think at worst we'll get some hay crop damage potentially, but in terms of horses and that sort of thing, all perfectly fine. So it's when you look at what's gone on in Echuca and then a little bit the other way towards Shepparton, it's been pretty scary for a lot of people, and so we've been lucky really. So all in all.
And I guess also this year we expand our interstate catalogue to include Brisbane, the Sunshine Stars sale with the Creek, the Albion Park Club, and Racing Queensland. Again, your stallions are well represented in that catalogue, as they are in all of those. Plus, we've picked up the opportunity to sell at Bathurst through that month of March. A lot of history, the Bathurst sale, the Bathurst Gold Crown. So, mate, I think a good opportunity for people to support horses in four different sales in 3 states.
Absolutely, the job they're doing in Queensland at the moment is incredible. Really progressive club is the Creek, and also Racing Queensland, right behind them. So that sale is going to be exciting. There's a lot of growth there, and I think Bathurst has always traditionally been, a really strong carnival, obviously strong racing carnival and strong sales. So, but I think probably you taking that over is going to reinvigorate that sale market and gives people a great opportunity to sell yearlings and probably get. For the right type of yearling, you can potentially get more at that Bathurst sale than you would at, Melbourne or Sydney. So it's just a matter of placing your yearlings where you think you can get the best dollars, and sometimes, this is the same across all facets of livestock and anything. You're sometimes better off being the large fish in a small pond instead of the other way around. So, incredible opportunity, I think.
Look, and I guess add to that, Bathurst will have their own race series. All horses in the Bathurst catalogue are paid up their first payment for the Breeders' Crown. Plus, you can buy a horse there, and if you want to pay the sustaining fee, $3,000 for a pacer, they're eligible for Nutrien as well. So it means the Bathurst and the Creek have both got other sale incentives attached specifically to those catalogues. And I think, like you say, you've got a very strong regional New South Wales buyer market that has traditionally been strong supporters of the Bathurst sale as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only going to get stronger and stronger. And when you think about the money that these yearlings across any of the sales can race for, it's if you actually do the sums, it's an incredible amount of money. It's really good coin. So yeah, it's exciting.
Mate, turning to your own draft, the Alabar draft. I know you mentioned you got your client draft there as well. You've again supporting the Sydney sale firstly on the 5th of March, which is a draft of around 10 of your own Alabar bred horses. Captain Crunch, Always Be Mickey, One Art Major. Your thought process in selecting that draft to go to that sale?
Well, to be honest, it's partly numbers. Like we just for us to do that, what we're doing in terms of preparation, we like to split them up, and that Sydney sale is really a nice time for us. So last year we took 8. I think we're taking 10 this year off the farm. We had really great results there last year, so that was exciting. And then I guess it's just a little bit of a matter of seeing where they fit within the sale, with the differing letting you start with, that sort of thing. And then also type, like some might take an earlier yearling to Sydney instead of waiting for it for Melbourne, that sort of thing as well. And then also looking at the pedigrees, sometimes there's an obvious one there that is out of a mare that raced in Sydney or has a close relative that's raced in New South Wales, those sort of things that come into account as well. But we're really happy with that draft that's going to New South Wales. And we've got a few Captain Crunches going to Sydney, one out of My Mackenzie, a filly who should be quite, sought after, I would imagine.
And mate, turn then to the Melbourne catalogue. It's a 2-day sale. We've got the first will be a parade, the 1st of April, and then we'll sell on the Sunday, the 2nd, and Monday, the 3rd. And Harness Racing Victoria have been good enough to give us a race-free Monday. So, those people can get there. It will be alphabetical. So it's not like we actually choose what horse to sell on each day. We'll just continue on with the alphabet. We're P is our starting letter in Melbourne. So we'll start at P, and you'll finish on the Monday, but probably looking at around 180 horses on the Sunday and around 120 horses on the Monday, with the likely start time midday. But that'll be in the catalogue, which, like I say, it's exciting for us. We launched those 3 state sales, Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne today. Like to say thank you to Alan Parker, the style and the layout for his pedigree. It's been a big job, nearly 700 pedigrees he's put together.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got another 100 at Bathurst to go. But the feedback's been terrific on the way he does research his pedigrees.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Alan's a gem, and for anyone else, it'd be a heap of work. But Alan would just love, diving into that many pedigrees. So, he's really good at what he does. He's been doing it forever, and he has a great database and a great love of pedigrees. So. They'll be first class, and but it is a big catalogue. Like it's you think, coming from where you've come from, it's some solid growth there. So congratulated.
And it's I think the only thing you want to do is have a big back pocket or a bag to cart it in, because it will be 25 to 30 mil thick this year. And we talked about advertising for those vendors out there, or preparers, or even suppliers, industry suppliers that are interested in advertising. Amnio's got limited space available, but you guys have been terrific as sponsors since our very first sale. It must have been interesting, your first sale, our first sale series, the race series. We put the champion ribbon around an Art Major colt, so the pacing colt sponsored by Alabar, by a son of your own sire.
Yeah, no, that was very good. I was right with that. So it's always nice when you can present it to a side by one of our stallions. So First Responder, great horse, and off the Lauriston draft, obviously. And I just had a quick look at the online catalogue, and they got a really strong draft in Melbourne as well. So I'm sure they're going to have another good sale as well.
And I guess looking at that, we go to print straight after the Breeders' Crown. Obviously, the New South Wales Breeders' Challenge and the Breeders' Crown has a lot of changes and updates to the pedigree page. So we'll continue to put those pedigree updates once a week. Alan does that right through now. Once we go to print, which will be immediately after that, any subsequent updates will be in red. We've talked about the layout. Each sale will have its own index, so you'll be able to find vendors, find consigners, find horses in that index catalogue. And again, we'll use our QR codes. What we'll probably do different in the back of the catalogue is use a QR code so people can actually expand on sire references rather than have them in the traditional form. But again, take use of that media. That technology and use of social media to be able to try and better promote the stallions.
Because those things are, those references are dynamic, and they, what's printed in November, December is obviously going to change. Can change a lot before the sales in February, March, April. So it's a great idea.
First sale will be Sydney, 230 odd horses at Sydney, which will be the 4th for our parade, and the 5th, Sunday, the 5th of March for our sale. Questions been asked, start time. We will look at starting that sale at 11 a.m. It will be a big one-day catalogue, so we'll get through that. Then it's a bit of a roadshow for our team. We go straight to Brisbane to Magic Millions, which looking forward to that. It's a terrific venue. Nice time, even if you're not desperate to own 100 horses, come and spend a couple of days on the Gold Coast. It's I know the Albion Park Club are putting on a lot of other activities to make it a good weekend. We'll sell there on the 12th, and we'll parade on the Saturday, the 11th of March. Following weekend, we come straight back to Bathurst. So that's on the 18th and 19th. We go to Bathurst, so we'll parade on the 18th. Change for Bathurst too, we will actually have some temporary stables that we'll bring on site. For those guys that do have to travel distance, rather than having to hold them at the showground, then shuttle them into the sale at the restaurant, we're going to try and provide facilities for those who want to overnight, so that we can just try and bring back that carnival atmosphere, maybe a barbecue for all those vendors, and allow people, if they want to parade their horses. We'll have some help with Paul Campbell, so we'll be able to try and broadcast or show some information the day before the sale.
Right.
Then the big finish. We go to Melbourne the 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So the 1st of April, we've got 300 horses. So 2 days. We'll parade on the Saturday, the 1st, and we'll sell 180 on the Sunday, the 2nd, and look to start that sale at 11 a.m. and probably look at a midday start on the Monday, so we can get people on their way home. So if you want to get online, as System does like you to create an account so that we can know who we're dealing with and push information to you so you know about our catalogues. And just the final one, mate, the stallions. How's the stallion business been this season? Like, you'd be well into your bookings.
Yeah, no, it's going good. It's going good. Like, you wouldn't be a stud owner if you didn't want more bookings to your stallions, but no, they're going good. Getting some nice mares. Mares are getting bred, are going in foal, which is good. It's the popular stallions are, they sell themselves. It's those other ones you sort of have to work on a bit, but the booking's coming in nicely. So happy with that. But if you want to breed a mare, give us a call, because we're always happy to breed more mares.
Just your Captain Crunchers had the chance to see a run of weanlings in New Zealand there a few months ago, and really impressed with the type they are. You'd be happy with the way they're progressing.
Yeah. Like, honestly, they're outstanding types. He's a beautiful looking horse himself. If you ever get a chance to come see him, he's a magnificent individual. And having a brief look at the catalogue and knowing what type of mares he has served anyway, but there's he's going to have a really strong sale, season next year. Just incredibly good looking horses, and also really well bred. The vendors or the breeders have supported him strongly, so he's going to have a really good sale, I'd imagine.
Now, looking forward to standing over a draft of those, and every vendors. We've got new vendors this year, and 3 very quality catalogues that are online now. So Brett Coffey and the team at Elevar, thank you for your ongoing support. Anyone wants to get in touch with the Nutrien team, either call myself, call Em, or anyone else of the team at Tamworth, and we look forward to being of service.
No, thank you very much, Mark. Really appreciate it.